Hey guys, welcome to my desk, Tita's Red Desk channel about journaling, arts and crafts, Bible journaling, watercolor, you name it, things that I like. Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining me in this video. I always like to remind you to smile. I will say that in every video unless I forget. Smile, guys. You change your day, you change somebody else's day when you do that. Just moving life with a positive attitude and change somebody's life by doing that. I also need to tell you that if you find a link on my comments section for any of the products that I show on my videos, it's an Amazon affiliate link, which means that if you press and you purchase, I get a few cents out of it. Okay, that's out of the way. The next thing is, if you like what I do, please subscribe. So because that way you get notified and turn on your notifications, of course. That way you'll be notified if I post a video, which I do every week. I usually post more than one per week, and most of the times it's going to be during the weekends because I work full-time and I am a mom. I have 2 kids, so I'm busy, but I love what I do, and I'm in the process of learning watercoloring, and I want to share this journey with whoever's interested in seeing it, honestly. The other thing I want to say is that I like starting everything I do by thanking God. And why I do that? For one simple reason, guys, because He's great. There's no rock science there. If you want to know more about that and why I say that He's great, you're going to have to message me and I will tell you why He's great and everything He's done for me. Anyway, so today I want to talk about watercolor paper, because learning watercoloring, I have learned that you need a few things that need to be of good quality. First of them is probably paper. Second is a good paint. And third is a good brush. So, you can get fairly good quality for fair prices, but the results are not always the same. When I started making these videos, I even tried watercolor on regular paper, guys. Don't judge me. I had no idea. I thought it was just paint and paper. So I just put the two together and I did show you the palettes. You saw them. They were my Paul Rubens. So I did show them to you in any case. So, but now, since I've been reading and learning and practicing, I know way more than I knew a month ago. And the one thing, because paint can be expensive, but paint lasts years. Let's be honest there. You buy a set, and unless you are watercoloring from morning to night every single day, a palette is going to last you a long time, because watercolor is very economic. You literally, it's water with a little bit of color. And most of the things that you paint is light intensity. So it's not like you're going full color on anything, from what I've learned so far. Oh my gosh, again, so far. That's the word I'm looking for, far. So the paints, I don't think they're expensive. They're costly, because you have to make an investment when you start, but they will last a long time, so it pays for it. Brushes, same thing, but they're good brushes for very little amount of money. Like the video that I show for the synthetic watercolor brushes from Amazon, I think it was $8. I mean, I don't know that much yet, but I've been getting what I think is a good result from them. And I have one from Caran d'Ache that is my favorite, so it is a little better, I guess. And I got this one from Skoda that I'm going to test with you guys, actually. And this is the travel one. It's really cool. It's really cool. It feels good on the hand. It has good weight to it. It's comfy to hold. Yeah, this is the number 6. That's the reason why I got it, because the set did not bring a number 6, and the other set that I have from Mincho didn't have a number 6 either. And this is the number that is mostly used in the books I'm learning from. So I had to get one, and I saw good reviews about this brand, and I like that it's also, I can use it in the house, and I can use it when I move my art outside, which is something that I plan to do. But let's go to what this video is about, which is paper. Water paper is the other thing that you need to be of good quality. But this, if you make a mistake, or you have your artistic veins all the way up and you want to do more and work, these can become really expensive. And I've been doing some research, and it seems like the only paper that people recommend is this, the Arches. They say it's the best, and I've seen videos compared to others, and honestly, from the videos, this is it. However, this one is only 12 sheets, right? And I believe it was $16 or $17. Yes. So that's more than $1 per sheet for somebody who's learning, and that's going to go in the trash most likely. That's a lot of money. This one is from Fabriano, and this one is a block, so you have to separate the sheets here, but it's the same. This one brings 25, but look at the size, right? This is a 5x7, and this one also was $16. So I said, okay, so every lesson that I do while I'm learning, I use from 3 to 4 pages, meaning that this is not enough for 1 week. So I said, I will see what else is out there, and today I'm going to find out with you what's out there. And my goal with this video is to test other things that I found out there. So the first thing that's gonna go out the way is this one. This is supposed to be a mixed media book that I got fairly cheap and that I've been practicing. And honestly, I think I've been getting some things done there, but I noticed it's different than when I practice in real watercolor. So I'm going to take this one of the equation because it's not watercolor paper. So these 3 that I have here are exactly the same description, right? Which are the important things in watercolor paper from what I've learned so far. The weight, 140. Supposedly anything below 140, the minute you put wet paint, is going to wrinkle, or I don't know, do this bubbles, whatever. So they recommend 140 and up, right? So, and this 300 grams and 140. So 140 from Fabriano, Arches, and also this is 100% cotton, by the way. 100% cotton, 140, 300. Again, this one is Arches, 100% cotton, and the same thing, 140, 300. They are cold press, both of them, cold press, and cold press. All right, so then I got this in the Ross, you know, that store that is always messy and is always next to a TJ Maxx or Marshalls for some reason. Well, I went there because they carry arts and supplies for a really good price, but I didn't know about quality or brands or anything like that. I just saw them there, never pay attention, but I went there trying to see other options, and I got this Grumbacher, I think it's pronounced, cold press, right? 140, 300, same thing. So far, the only thing I don't see in this one is if it's made out of cotton. It says acid free. It's 12 sheets. 12 sheets, just like this, 12 sheets. This one was 16, right? 16 or 17. And this one I pay $3. Can you see it there? Yeah, I pay $3 for this notebook over there. So I just want to put it to the test, honestly, and see what I get. I'm going to be using this brush. Remember, I am not a watercolorist yet. I'm in the process of learning, and I'm just testing materials to see what's going to be best for me, help me learn the right way, but also save my bank account, right? So I'm going to be using the Winsor & Newton travel palette, which is really good. I love this palette. And water, of course. So what I'm going to do is very simple. I'm just going to do 2 squares there with my micron. See, this page came already messed up, but I'm going to use the top part. It's all about saving here. And I'm going to do 2 shapes. That's not a square, that's definitely a rectangle. In each of them, believe me, I'm not wasting this paper. I'm gonna use the bottom to practice my strokes. My strokes. Oh my gosh. I tell you, sometimes I don't know how I even communicate. All right, so I got those. And then, this is gonna hurt just to use this paper for this. Here we go. Just so I can know if I need to buy this for all my learning lessons, then so be it, but I'm gonna try to not to buy it, right? Okay, so let's start with the cheapest. How about that? So I'm going to do let's pick orange, so I don't have to do all kind of crazy things. Let's move this up here. Okay. So I'm going to start, let me make sure I'm in camera there. I'm going to start here with the cheap paper. Okay, I can see the water kind of pooling over there. And I'm gonna try without the more intense. I'm gonna pull it up here. Okay, that one came out better. Had less water in it. I'm going to do another one without the shape. Okay. This is like straight from the okay, pretty good. Okay, so now let's move to the Fabriano and I'm going to do exactly the same. The first one is going to be more diluted. What I noticed in this one is that you saw that this one, it did pull. You can still see that dot up there, right? While in here, it didn't do it. And I put the same amount of water. So now I'm going to do a darker. And we're going to let it rest there. Then we can compare it. And now let's move to the famous arches. Because I'm really curious. I've never used this paper before. So I am really curious to see what it is, what it's all about. So let's do the light wash here. Okay, so it did the same thing that this one did. It's like it sucked the paint from the brush immediately, and it didn't allow it to pull, to make a pull like this one, as you can see it over there. Okay, now I'm going to do a more intense okay. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, where did we start? We started with a cheapo, right? Let's do okay. There, you can see it doesn't move, it doesn't flow in the paper. Ugh. I wanted that, I really wanted this to be the same, honestly. All right, so now let's do this one. Let's start here. Yes, I can see already. It's not good news for me in my pocket, but I can definitely see the difference. And now let's try the archers and see what's gonna give me. Okay, I think we have a winner. I think that was easy. Honestly, I didn't want it to be like this because I was hoping that I could mean, it's not that I cannot practice. I can probably practice the strokes, but it's not going to give me the results. And the thing is that when you don't get the results, or it doesn't look the same as the piece that you're learning from, you get discouraged, and that's what I don't want. But let's see it. Just make sure I leave my brush clean. Let's see it from, here we go. So although, look, this is the cheap on my left right here, Grumbacher. You can see that it's just bad. I'm going to be honest, it's just bad. You can see the strokes there. It just didn't move. You can still see the pull. You pull over there, so you can see that dot there. And in the darkest, where's my finger? My finger's here. Okay. And the darkest, and the more intense. When I did the higher intensity color, when I applied the color with a higher intensity, you can still see the brush strokes there. Strokes. Oh my gosh. Anyways, you can still see everything I did there. And this one is a disaster. Look at the paint, it's still sitting on top there. So this is, I'm not gonna say that it's $3 down the trash, but if I want to be fair, that's what it is. I mean, I'll use it to practice with the brush, get the movement, get my muscles ready, but definitely not for watercoloring, because it's going to make me feel like I'm not learning anything, unfortunately. And then these two, the Fabriano right here and the arches. Although I painted these before, it's still wet and it has some pulling here on top. It's still sitting there. Although it did not pull, it didn't create like dots like the other one. I don't know if I'm using the right terms, guys, I'm sorry. But it's still there. And then here, it's much better than the Grumbacher. Definitely much better. But when you compare it to these, even the colors look brighter. I hope you can see that. This looks like picture perfect. The color, the shade, there's no, it's uniform. It makes me look good. It makes me look like I knew what I was doing with the brush, honestly. Look at this, it's uniform. There's a little bit of wet there, but it's watercolor, hello. But not like this. And this is already, you can see like a bubble there, although this is a pad. This is not a pad, these are loose sheets. And even then, it didn't react like that. Oh gosh. All right, I will give it up to Arches. Yep, you're the best. And I don't even think this is their best product. They have better ones. This is just like the minimum you can get in regards to quality, which is the 140 300. I think they are higher than that are way better, but of course way more expensive. So what I will be doing probably for my practices is maybe learn the strokes on the other one, and then when I'm ready to do the actual project that I want to keep for the future, then I'll use archers. And then when I know for sure what I'm doing, then I'm definitely going to get this, because it is a complete different story. Fabriano is not that bad, but it does not compare. And I really thought I had an excellent product, guys, with these. Does not compare. And Grumbacher, honestly, really bad. Really bad. Anyways, thank you so much for sharing this experience with me. I hope you like it. I hope this helps you as a guide when you want to buy paper. I will say, don't waste your money like I just did on that. I should have bought that from the get-go and should have saved my money on this one too and bought 2 of these. Anyways, you learn, right? You learn from your experience and your mistakes, so I'm not regretting anything. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what I do, subscribe, share, comment, ask questions, make suggestions. And God bless you. Bye-bye.